can live right next to you. They can live upstairs from you. Let them come in your house. Sorry about
Frank, candid, and straight to the point. This is the Truth to the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris, sponsored by Concordia University on 1017 The Truth and The Truth app.
Now, he's the mayor of the city of Milwaukee. He's a young man. Give him a chance. I only complain about things that I care about. What I want you to do is pretend like I'm in St. Louis. And now I'm asking the mayor and the common council president and the common council. Show me.
Now, live from the American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here is Dr. Ken Harris.
You're listening to Truth in the Afternoon. I'm your host, Dr. Ken Harris, 833-212-1017. See, he forgot that I don't let that part play, so. It must be Friday. Hey, what's going on? It's Friday. We're going to have a great weekend. Everything's going to be like totally serious. And 833-212-1017 is the number. So I got some stuff that I wanted to talk about and some things that I wanted to look at. Let me pull that up right now. I got some interesting audio for you from some things that are going on. I got some questions about some, what do I want to call it? Some stories I saw on fox6now.com. And also recognize that it's Friday. But you know what? I've been out today, ripping and running today, doing some great things today, talking to some great people. But you know what I found out? Let me be nice when I say this. Y'all mad. Did I say that right? You all are mad. You all are upset at the world. And so when I was growing up and when I became an adult and when I became a cop, I started to notice that people were mad. Like they were like upset. And I didn't understand why. And so as I went through, because you know, everybody pontificates about what's needed in the Black community. What we need in the community, we need education, as if their one thing is going to fix myriad people throughout an entire community. And it's just not true. Like everybody is individual. They have individual needs, individual issues, individual problems, which means you need individual solutions. But there's one overarching thing that I did notice that people have, and that is issues with anger management. That's it. And before I go, let me go on a little tangent and say, sometimes when I talk over my words and jumble my words, that's because I'm up at 4:45 in the morning and 12 hours later and 4 or 5 hours sleep. Yep, sometimes I get tired. So, but I digress. So how do you master anger management? Because those are some of the things that are happening in our community. You have to gain control over your emotions. You need to get into a mindset that allows you to actually think before you act or open your mouth. Now we got the Me Too movement, the YouTube movement, the cancel movement. We got all that. But I'm telling you, if you don't learn how to control your anger, you may destroy relationships around you, cause emotional harm. We definitely know, based on the homicides that are occurring, physical harm to everyone, including yourself. So what is this thing? Anger, I think it does serve a purpose. It is an emotion that's built that tells us something here is not right. It might even help us get out of a dangerous situation, make us run faster, but sometimes the threat is perceived and anger is not really appropriate. I mean, anger itself is not the main problem. It might help you feel less angry in some situations, but for the most part, your goal should be to learn how to express yourself in a simple, straightforward, but healthy way. So I got some suggestions, right? I got some suggestions. Number one, stop reacting. Think about the situation that got you into trouble in the past. Don't do that. You probably immediately reacted to a problem. You got mad, you smacked somebody, you said something you shouldn't have said. You were in a stressful situation. Think about what's really going on and decide how you really feel about everything instead of just the one thing. Number two, take some time to calm down. Sometimes you need to walk away, give it some thought. Sometimes you need to work on ways to tell people, you know what, I'm really not in the right headspace right now. Let me think about it some, and I'll get back to you in 20 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour, a day. Number three, don't / stop worrying about other people. I quit worrying about other people's opinions of me long ago. Don't care. There's nothing I can do about how you think about me. There's no power you're going to have over me. When you get caught up in making everybody else happy, you end up forgetting about you and you end up miserable, but you made everybody happy. And they've done nothing for you. Number four, and I'm speaking about me, get up off your duff and exercise. Believe me, it will help you lessen the amount of anger you feel because you can work off all that stress. Number five, don't hold on to grudges. Again, worrying about other people who aren't even thinking about you. The one thing you should learn is how to forgive and forget. Now, I know that's antithetical to something I said the other day, but in an instance where you're upset and you're reacting, you need to quit. Number six, you need to relax. Learn how to relax. I watch TV and hop on my exercise bike and sit there in the house and ride. And I'm exercising and I'm relaxing and I'm, getting all the tension and the stress out. Right? There's another one. Take a shower. Relax. Listen to some music. Write in a journal. Do things that are going to take your mind off of what's bothering you. And then lastly, figure out how to express your anger in a healthy way. I mean, don't ignore you being upset. But after you take some time to chill out, think about what you're going to say, how you're going to communicate it, and then just say it calmly. Now, the other person may take it in a mean way, but sometimes it is what it is. So when you try to suppress it, I think that's what we have in our community today. People let things build up. They either let it build up or they just don't have a filter and something makes them mad and they act on it. But what I've seen is that when you suppress it and you bury it, it's going to come out on its own. You're going to feel overly stressed. You're going to get a headache. You start having problems with high blood pressure. You start having problems with your family, upset at everybody, short-tempered. Mental health starts to suffer. And that's what we have. We have issues in our community with anger management and mental health. But then I learned something new. Suppressing anger leads you to something else that you don't really need in your life. And with a weekend coming up like this, everything is going great. There's just one thing you don't need in your life. But that's the one thing that'll happen if you suppress your anger. But then again, it won't matter because you'll be battling something other than anger. Depression.
And that is Dr. Ken's Truth on the new 1017 The Truth.
Be sure to tune in to Making Your Money Work with Associated Bank next Wednesday from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. as